material management system is the management of state property which covers all activities related to the planning and determining of needs. Research and development, procurement, distribution, maintenance, and removing material that will or already owned or used by Ministry of Defense and Indonesian Army or TNI. The purpose of managing material defense of the state is to guarantee and to maintain the material readiness that will or has been owned or used by Ministry of Defense and TNI, so it has a high level of reliability, power, and effectiveness. Using any resources that are technically and administratively accountable in supporting the implementation of state defense. Cataloging maintenance is intended to develop data material of defense that has become Ministry of Defense and TNI assets accurately. To provide complete information about the material in addition to provide an understanding and standardization in determining the default name, classify, identify, and provide specific codification to obtain an uniform and unique material identity in accordance and applicable
provisions.
Material codification with NSN system in Indonesia began with perfecting data administration. On February 2nd and 3rd, 1994, the General Director of Jasa of Department of Defense held Material Cataloging National Workshop in Jakarta. That was attended by representatives from government agencies, BUMN, Strategic Industries of BUMN, Defense Ministry, and TNI. The workshop aims to unify the cataloging system among departments and agencies, making it easier to communicate and cooperate in the field of material coaching. The Decree of Indonesia Ministry of Defense number SKEP 11 MXII 1998 on December 7, 1998 started that the Organizational Structure and Cataloging Center Working Unit were under the Secretariat General of Ministry of Defense as a sub-unit level, in charge of defense logistics management and managing defense industry to ensure the effectiveness and the efficiency of material management and the utilization of artificial resources for the benefit of national defense. In line with the development of the Department of Defense Codification Center on May 27, 2004 at the 135th NAMSA AC Group Meeting 135 in Luxembourg, the Department of Defense Codification Center was approved by the Tier 1 Sponsorship Agreement with the authority to develop a codification system in Indonesia and making it recognized internationally. By using status country code 45, major organization entity YT, National Commercial and Government Entity Code NCAGE Code.
1 numeric digit followed by 3 alphanumeric digits and ended with Z letter. Further developed through the validation of the organization based on the regulation of the Defense Ministry number 58 October 15, 2014 about organization and working procedures of the Defense Ministry, the Codification Center becomes part of the Defense Ministry at the subunit level called Baranahan. The Codification Center, or Puskod, is the executor element of task and function of Baranahan of Defense Ministry, led by Chief of Codification Center.
Terselenggaranya kodifikasi material pertahanan bagian dari fungsi pembinaan material sebagai jembatan menuju logistik modern. Membangun single supply language di lingkungan Kementerian Pertahanan dan TNI menunjang terwujudnya interoperability di bidang logistik di antara TNI dan antara TNI dengan tentara negara sahabat sebagai National Codification Bureau atau NCB Indonesia menunjang terwujudnya tertib administrasi di dalam pembinaan material.
The Codification Center is the executing element of task and function of Defense Ministry Agency, as a responsibility as a supervisor of defense material codification, authorized to carry out material coaching covering all activities of the material codification, mobilizing, controlling, and supervising the material lifecycle in Defense Ministry and TNI. As well as a National Codification Bureau or NCB, which is a national codification agency in Indonesia authorized by the International Codification Agency as a liaison between NCBS, between of defense material, both military and militarily. Puskod Baranhan Ministry of Defense seeks to improve membership status in the International Codification Board from Tier 1 to Tier 2.
First, Puskod conduct a research on the material stocks in foreign and domestic products to get to know whether the material provision has NSN or not. NSN is no more Sediaan Nasional, a national numbering system. If the NSN has not been determined, the codification process will be conducted with the following objectives: assign the NSN material that has become material provisions in Defense Ministry and TNI, determining the factory or company code number or NCAGE, setting a temporary number as a permanent system control number or PCN for foreign product material that has no NSN classification. Then, the entire NSN will be treated and stored in the database system of Puskod Baranhan of Defense Ministry. Through 4 stages: approved item name, classification, identification, and determination of NSN. Approved item name. This stage is the appointment of approved item name or AIN to each material provision using H6 publication. The searching of AIN SPG1 variant 2 that installed on weapon of SS1 variant 1. Before searching approved item name in H6 publication 40mm grenade launcher, there is a list of standard names related to the rifle, which has a caliber 5.56 mm grenade launcher 40mm. Choose 5.56 mm grenade launcher, then click display for further information. Classification is the activity of coding groups and classes of a material based on NATO Classification Supply or NCS, where the FSC code or Federal Supply Code is 4 first digits within the NSN number structure using H2 publication. From the first step of determining the standard name, rifle 5.56 mm grenade launcher 40mm obtained, as well as obtaining a class group code, 01 armament groups, and 05 rifles or cannon that caliber to reach 30 mm. Identification is the activity of outlining the material characteristics of the stock based on material specifications using the Federal Item Identification Guide and T102 related components into the Material Identification Sheet. Determination of NSN is the activity of assigning the NSN number based on registering the serial number at Codification Center or Puskod by adding 9-digit numbers behind the code group of the class consisting number 45, which is the NCB code for Indonesia, and the next 7-digit numbers as the register number in Puskod. Other duties of Puskod Baranahan are concepting and give technical support and to educate the function of catalogers, to educate and to give technical supervision in defense material data codification, to develop codification and its information system. Puskod Baranahan is currently developing a modern codified information service application system or integrated codification information system to coordinate the process of cataloging and codification of material data of defense bilaterally and multilaterally. Puskod Baranahan is seeking to improve the membership status in the International Codification Board from Tier 1 to Tier 2.
The benefits of material codification of NSN system to provide a characteristic information, producer and user lists, alternative replacements, as well as how to handle material supplies that help logistics managers to reduce unnecessary costs, to prevent a duplication in material procurement, to establish an effective cooperation between planners, users, and producers in budget use, to support the management of logistics cycle from the planning, procurement, control, inventory, distribution, maintenance, and elimination of material supplies effectively and efficiently. In order to realize this, the utilization of material codification with the National Supply Number System or NSN as a bridge to modern logistics is increasingly important and strategic.
The more complex data management, the more requires a modern logistic management system that aims to the readiness and precision of material by integrating all related parties so it can present complete and accurate material data from the right source, also minimizing cost, energy, and time. In order to make it happen, it is important to utilize NSN system material codification as a bridge to modern logistics.
Bersama Puskod, Baranahan, Kemhan, kodifikasi siap menuju logistik modern.